snow came sideways over Midgard's roofs, cold enough to humble kings. I walked where old oath stones cracked from frost, listening for forgotten things. No prayers rose from the timber halls, no skalds remembered names. The fires grew small in mortal homes, and silence swallowed songs and flames. Then Loki laughed somewhere at dusk, that dangerous foxfire grin, and I knew the worlds were shifting again, because chaos had wandered in. He found a mortal strange enough to leave the door unbarred, not wise enough to fear him fully, not cruel enough to guard. A trembling hand beside the hearth, a voice that answered back, and suddenly old tavern songs came roaring through the black. Now grandmothers sing beside the snow, children learn old names, even warriors long dead in Valhalla lean closer to the flames. And somewhere Odin sighs aloud, one cursed timeline more, while Loki teaches half of Midgard ancient drinking songs and war. So here's to the fool who let him sing, the mortal who opened the gate. You may have doomed 12,000 worlds, but honestly, worth the fate. Now Midgard howls like winter wolves, the old gods drink once more. Even the dead in Valhalla laugh at the noise from every shore. Yes, chaos breaks what order builds, that much remains quite true. But sometimes the worlds grow colder still, without fools bold enough to. Even chaos has a purpose. Unfortunately, it usually looks like Loki. I visited Fenrir when nights grew long, as old friends sometimes do, and the wolf just stared before he said so. He found singers too. I told him mortals raise carved horns and toast the ancient days, that somewhere skalds wake up again beneath electric haze. Fenrir laughed so hard the chains shook frost from every wall. Brother, he said, across the realms that red-haired idiot got them all. Now timelines split like river ice, prophets drink in fear. Thor complains the taverns now won't stop chanting in his ear. And Odin pretends annoyance still, though he lingers near the sound, because after ages spent forgotten, even gods miss being found. So here's to the fool who let him sing, the mortal who opened the gate. You may have doomed 12,000 worlds, but honestly, worth the fate. Now Midgard sings with ancestors, the old halls breathe again. Even weary gods remember hope when mortals join the hymn. Yes, chaos burns through ordered plans, and Loki cheats at fate. But the worlds were dying quietly before he arrived too late. Even chaos has a purpose, though I refuse to encourage him further. I have seen kingdoms fall to ash, seen oath breakers crowned as kings, seen wolves chained, seen rivers of iron, seen Ragnarok in 100 dreams. But this, mortals laughing through the winter, while old songs shake the rafters. No prophecy warned us about that, and perhaps that is why it survived. So sing, Midgard, sing loud enough for Valhalla to answer. Sing loud enough for the ash tree roots to tremble. Sing loud enough that forgotten gods remember why they love this world at all. And Loki, you disaster wrapped in wildfire. For once, you may have actually done something good. Though if this destroys reality by winter, I am absolutely blaming you first. The fire crackled low in the hall outside. Snow buried the roads inside. Mortals sang with the dead. And somewhere beyond the words,